Hello again. Time for another Let's Play. Oh crap. And already we've got problems. Right. Sorry, just my headset getting tangled up with... Right. So, the problem with the last one was I had before. So now it's time to play something I haven't played before, and that game is... Okami! Yes! I have played a tiny little bit of it before, but I haven't played it in full. At the moment I'm just waiting for Portal to upload while I'm doing this. Yes. Saving in progress, right. I'll skip this, because I think all of that comes up right at the beginning of it anyway, so... new game, obviously. Yes, it's Okami, as if you hadn't noticed already. Only bought this recently. Cutscene. Oh, but I don't think there's voice acting. So, I might have to do the voice acting for you. Be warned. Yes. Long, long ago, a tiny hamlet known as Kamiki lay nestled in a grove of proud and beautiful cherry blossoms. Each and every tree around the quiet burg was honoured as a god. However, the village was not without its dark soul. To satiate the appetite of Orochi, a fearsome king, a young maiden was offered as a sacrifice at the annual festival. With a body like a mountain and 8 heads mounted on necks the size of tree trunks, its blood-red eyes alone were said to curse anyone who... No one dared disobey the horrific beast. When the night of the sacrifice drew near, a mysterious white wolf appeared outside the village. This wolf, its coat as brilliant as snow. The wolf kept a watchful eye on anyone who ventured outside at night. Oh, this is going. People assumed the wolf was to be a familiar of Orochi. And a long pan. One villager took it upon himself to face the fearsome Shiranui. The warrior Nagi attempted many times to challenge the wolf, but his attempts were thwarted by Shiranui's swift movements. Yes, indeed. Before long, the night of the accursed festival had arrived. A white-plumed arrow heralded the coming sacrifice. Piercing the sky, the arrow sunk its shaft squarely into a building. The home of Nami, the village's most beautiful maiden. Nagi, harbouring a secret love for Nami, was enraged by this sign. Determined to put an end to Orochi once and for all, Nagi travelled to the beast's cave in place of his beloved. Yeah. The place is dark as evil. It served as Orochi's home. As Nagi stood bravely before the entrance, I must speak louder. A beast appeared, eyes glowing crimson upon 8 thrones before him, anxious for another sacrifice. Nagi leapt with incredible grace, swinging his blade valiantly. On and on he sliced well into the moonless night. But Orochi's hide was like steel. The blade left nary a scratch. Nary. A great word, Mary. Who says that now? At long last, Nagi, his energy spent from the intense, dropped to his knees, fatigued and gasping for breath. Alas, it was Shiranui, the wolf that dwelled outside the village. Bearing its fearsome claws, Shiranui leapt towards Orochi. Orochi reared its terrifying heads. Oh yeah, it's got more than one. Readying its fangs for battle. Sorry. The two beasts struggled wildly, thrashing in the darkness. We're not seeing this, are we? Shiranui summoned gusts of divine wind to carry with a paintbrush. Bear that in mind. As Orochi closed in on Shiranui, sharpened claws glistening, a gigantic tree suddenly sprouted forth, shielding the wolf. Shiranui fought gallantly to gain the upper hand. However, Orochi, protected by a mystical power, was not easily bested. Shiranui, covered in gashes, majestic coat dyed crimson, stood exhausted before the mighty Orochi. Aww. Poor thing. Orochi saw a chance to strike what would be the final blow. But Shiranui refused to give in. With its last ounce of strength, the majestic wolf gazed heavenward and unleashed a mighty howl, which we already heard. Suddenly, the black clouds overhead dissipated. The light from above glinted off Nagi's sword as a beacon of hope. Nagi has big hands. Guided by his sword, Nagi, who had been taking shelter in the shadows, stood proudly to face his adversary, channeling all his strength into his scarred and battered arms. He leapt ferociously towards Orochi, his sword poised high. The golden sword danced in his hands like a puppet on a string. One by one, Orochi's fearsome head separated from their owner. That was a fun game. Orochi's broken body collapsed in a lake of its own blood. Nice. In that instant, the curse that plagued the villagers was lifted. As the battle subsided, the sun shone once again in the sky. Shiranui had succumbed to Orochi's poison and struggled to breathe. Nagi scooped the beast into his arms and returned to Kamiki. Do we get to play now? When they reached the village, they were no longer moving. The village elder gently stroked the wolf's head. In response, Shiranui let out a hoarse and pitiful bark, then closed its eyes and drifted off as if into slumber. But it was dead. Dead. It at last returned to Kamiki village, but the wolf died. In honor of Shiranui's heroic exploits, the villagers erected a shrine. I don't see it. I just see a big lump of rock. Nagi's sword was christened Tsukuyomi and placed inside the moon cave. The villagers all age of endless peace. But it wasn't to be.